Now a second down throw for Mayfield. Dancing to his left. Over the middle here to Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. This is McCoy. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 Gone!
Second down, Mayfield. Throw left side complete. That's Moss. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. And here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Gone! 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 Gone!
They go play action here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him to first. A first down throw for Mayfield. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. But they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Mayfield now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They go play action. Mayfield. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. On play action, now Rodgers. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Mexico City football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
Let's go, hey, let's go, come on.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Come on.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Now it's Rodgers. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. On first down, Rodgers. He hits Baldwin right side. He doesn't find a ton of space following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
To throw is Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's McCoy. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of
pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Fletcher Cox. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now let's go. Now, check. Watch it now, Barney.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it. Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball.
And he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Telvin Smith in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Let's go. Look at 56. Look at 56.
3rd and long for Mayfield. He gets it to Brown, complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now Rodgers. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Randy Moss, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
Now this offense ready to head back out there. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Here's Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. Back deep, Antonio Brown. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in the Super Bowl. In a tie game, I don't think anybody in this building, including you or I, was expecting that.
No, I would agree with that totally. I didn't expect to see it at all, but I kind of like where they were going with this. You know, as you said, tie game, trying to steal a possession, steal an advantage, and you told your defense at the half you were going to do it, which also told them that you had confidence in them in case it failed, as that one just did.
And now you've given good field position here to start the 3rd quarter. 5 yards on the pickup, and it's a 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McCoy. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk. Come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now McCoy, and he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And Cook has it, left side. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now Mayfield forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. With it is Brown. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. DeMarcus Ware coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Rodgers. And he's going to go down again.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Now Rodgers throwing on 3rd and long. Wide open, Gronkowski. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now this offense about ready to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll go again to McCoy. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Leopard! Detroit! Detroit!
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Ndamukong Suh with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. And now back out comes the offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throw left side complete. That's Baldwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. To throw is Rodgers. Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Baldwin. And he gets it down to the 32. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is caught. It's pulled in by Gronkowski. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. On the sneak, Rodgers. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. We've had some wild Super Bowl finishes recently. 49 in Arizona, 51 in Houston, now this one. Rodgers with a keeper. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Here's McCoy. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Back to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cook. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
They'll look to throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. The 20. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. And all the way in for the touchdown. Randy Moss with time running out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's a huge roll of the dice. A 2-point conversion to decide the Super Bowl.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
One of my favorite expressions is that fortune favors the bold. This seems foolhardy, though.
Oh, it seems very foolhardy. All you had to do was kick the PAT, extend the game.
Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense there, did it? I mean, I just don't get that at all because the risk-reward, it just wasn't there.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like open up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
What's up, gang?
Let me go secure for the game right quick.
Hey, what's up, gang?
I got it.
I think it's my fault.
For real. Keep the rest.
Hey, I got that chicken to go.
I'm gone.
A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I want that car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce.
Good drip. Good drip.
But she love you, don't